The story of Amnon and Tamar in 2 Samuel 13 is one of the most heartbreaking and sobering accounts in the Bible. It is a narrative of lust, manipulation, betrayal, sexual violence, and the devastating consequences of sin. This passage not only exposes the moral corruption within King David's household, but also a powerful warning about unchecked desires, deceitful influences, and the far-reaching effects of wickedness. This tragic event occurs in the aftermath of King David's moral failure, his sin with Bathsheba, and the murder of her husband, Uriah, 2 Samuel 11.
Listen at this.
In the book of 2 Samuel chapter 13 and at verse 1.
Yeah.
And it came to pass after this that Absalom the son of David had a fair sister, whose name was Tamar. And Amnon the son of David loved her. And Amnon was so vexed.
He was so infested
that he fell sick for his sister Tamar.
He wasn't really sick, he hypocritic.
That's right.
Anything to get this girl in the room. Anything. And remember, Tamar was a virgin. Back in that time when you was a virgin, you wore a cloak that was multicolored.
That's right.
Which was a sign of your virginity.
That's right.
Yes.
And Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her.
He thought it hard at one time. That thought didn't keep it up.
But Amnon had a friend.
You got a friend?
That's right. That's right.
Amnon had a friend
whose name was Jonadab.
Who had the same spirit he had. It was Jonadab.
The son of Shemaiah, David's brother.
David's brother, which made him his cousin.
That's right.
Listen.
And Jonadab was a very subtle man. And
you want to do wicked, somebody can help you.
That's right.
You want to dupe somebody, con somebody, manipulate somebody, you just don't know how to do it too well, somebody can help you and teach you.
That's right.
Teach you how to be slick and crooked. And you will practice it upon somebody, but then it may be the wrong person.
That's right.
As a result of David's transgressions, God pronounced judgment on his household, declaring that violence and turmoil would arise from within his own family. 2 Samuel 12, 10-11. The account of Amnon and Tamar is one of the first manifestations of this prophecy, revealing the brokenness within David's family and the terrible consequences of sin left unchecked.
Listen.
And he said unto him, Why art thou, being the king's son, lean from day to day?
Hey, why you walking around here all messed up every day, man?
Wilt thou not tell me?
Tell me what's up.
And Amnon said unto him, I love Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister.
I love my sister. I'm in love with my sister.
And Jonadab said unto him, Lay thee down on thy bed. And
hey, listen. This is what you do. This is how you do it, man.
Lay thee down on thy bed.
Lay on your bed.
And make thyself sick.
Act like you're sick, man.
That's right.
Act like you're sick. You and I know it ain't the real deal, but she ain't got to know it.
That's
Act
right.
like you're sick.
And when thy father cometh to see thee,
and when King David comes,
say unto him, I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come, and give me meat.
Give me some meat.
And dress the meat in my sight, that I may see it.
I want to just look at her cook it.
That's right.
I want to look at her prepare. Real quick.
And eat it at her hand.
I want her to feed me.
That's right. That's
feed
right.
me.
My Lord.
This is how infested he was. This is how sick he was.
So Amnon lay down and made himself sick. And
notice he made himself.
Made himself sick.
Are you listening?
Amen.
He acted it. I ran up on a lot of actors in my time.
Amen.
Folk act like they crying and all that crap.
That's right.
Bat in the eyes, ain't nothing coming out. You know, like one of them old Hollywood movies.
That's right.
Jeff, ain't nothing coming out. I have to look and marvel. Sometimes I say to myself, how long are they going to keep this up? Until I have to interject and tell them, all right, fool, that's enough.
At its core, this passage forces us to confront some of the darkest realities of human nature. The difference between love and lust. Amnon claims to love Tamar, but his actions prove otherwise. The dangers of manipulation and deception. Jonadab, Amnon's cousin, devises a wicked scheme to trap Tamar. The pain and trauma of sexual violence. Tamar, an innocent young woman, is robbed of her dignity and future. The devastating effects of sin on families and relationships. This event sets off a chain reaction of destruction, leading to hatred, revenge, and even murder.
Listen.
So Amnon lay down and made himself sick.
And
when the king was come to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come and make me a couple of cakes in my sight.
Make me a couple of cakes in my sight.
That I may eat at her hand.
I want her to feed me.
Then David sent home to Tamar, saying, go down to thy brother Amnon's house and dress him meat.
Now she was an innocent victim.
Yeah.
Of a cruel brother.
That's right.
Listen.
So Tamar went down to her brother Amnon's house, and he was laid down, and she took flour and kneaded it, and made cakes in his sight, and did bake the cakes. And she took a pan and poured them out before him, but he refused to eat. And Amnon said, have out all men from me. And they went out every man from him. And Amnon said unto Tamar, bring the meat into the chamber.
Come on in, come in here. We don't want to eat in the sitting room.
That I may eat of thine hand.
Come on in the chamber.
That's right.
The place where I plan to get you. Come there.
That's right.
Listen.
And Tamar took the cakes which she had made.
Still an innocent victim.
Still.
It wasn't that two people consented to do anything.
Right.
And then after something happened, the other cry rape.
That's right.
Because they hear somebody coming.
That's right.
Listen.
And Tamar took the cakes which she had made and brought them into the chamber to Amnon her brother.
Then what?
And when she had brought them into him to eat, he took hold of her.
He grabbed her.
And said unto her, come lie with me, my sister.
Come lie with me, my sister.
And she answered him, nay, my brother.
No.
Do not force me.
My brother, don't force me.
For no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this folly.
Don't do this folly.
And I, whither shall I cause my shame to go?
Now, you're going to do this to me? Where can I hide?
That's right.
Although this is a painful passage to read, it remains deeply relevant today. Issues such as sexual violence, toxic relationships, manipulation, and the abuse of power continue to plague society. The way we respond to these issues, whether by standing up for justice or ignoring the cries of the innocent, determines whether we repeat the mistakes of the past or learn from them.
Where can I hide? Because if it's broken, everybody gonna know it. I got to tear my garment, then cover myself in sackcloth and ashes.
That's right.
Which make me a public example.
And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel.
Yes.
Now therefore I pray thee, speak unto the king.
Now when you're really gullible and greedy, you can tell somebody whatever you need to tell them. They ain't hearing you.
That's right.
They done tuned you out. Listen how he tuned her out.
Now therefore I pray thee, speak unto the king.
Yes.
For he will not withhold me from thee.
Yes.
Howbeit he would not hearken unto her voice.
Ain't gonna pay her no mind.
But being stronger than she, forced her and
forced her. Now hold it.
Forced her.
Not willing.
Right. Forced.
When there's force, there's some struggle and fighting involved.
That's right.
When there's willing, you can't say that he's forcing you like, stop.
That's right.
Go ahead, get off me. Stop playing. Stop.
My Lord.
Stop. When I say stop, it means stop.
This study will provide a detailed examination of the events in 2 Samuel 13, analyzing the key figures involved, their actions, and the lessons we can learn. By understanding this story, we can gain wisdom to avoid similar pitfalls in our own lives and seek God's justice in a world filled with brokenness. This passage from 2 Samuel 13, 1-19, recounts one of the most tragic and disturbing stories in the Bible, the rape of Tamar by her half-brother Amnon, followed by his rejection and hatred toward her. It is a powerful lesson on lust, manipulation, betrayal, and the consequences of sin. Breaking it down. 1. Amnon's lust and obsession, verses 1-4. Amnon, the eldest son of King David, develops an unhealthy obsession with his half-sister Tamar. The text says he loved her, but this wasn't real love, it was lust. His desire was purely physical. He became vexed and made himself sick because he couldn't have her. This shows the depth of his self-indulgent obsession. His cousin Jonadab, David's nephew, was a cunning and deceitful man who devised a wicked plan for Amnon to get Tamar alone. 2. The wicked scheme, verses 5-10. Jonadab tells Amnon to pretend to be sick and requests that Tamar personally cook for him. King David, unaware of Amnon's evil intentions, grants the request, sending Tamar to Amnon's house. Tamar, an innocent and obedient young woman, prepares food for her sick brother. 3. The attack, verses 11-14. Amnon grabs Tamar and tells her to lie with him. Tamar pleads with him not to do this wicked thing, emphasizing, "This kind of act is not done in Israel," meaning it was against God's law and cultural morality. It would ruin her reputation. He would be seen as a fool in Israel. If he truly wanted her, he should ask the king to arrange a marriage. Despite her resistance, Amnon overpowers and rapes her.
Listen.
Howbeit he would not hearken unto her voice, but being stronger than she, forced her.
Forced her.
And lay with her.
He raped her.
That's right.
You can't talk about someone raped you and there was no force.
No force.
Somebody raped you, the other party's fighting.
That's right.
You lay down willingly, you throw your leg around him willingly, you got your arm on the back of his head, pulled it to your mouth. Ain't no rape involved.
Rape.
Then when you hear somebody coming,
rape,
yes he did, he tried to rape me. Please, you liar.
Amen.
Some men is in jail today now because of a liar.
That's right, that's true.
You that are watching, you get this.
Amen. But being stronger than she, forced her.
Forced her.
And lay with her.
Lay with her.
Then Amnon hated her exceedingly.
After he used her, then he hated her. Why?
Her.
He got what he wanted out of her.
That's right.
The same way, after she used him, she'll hate him.
That's true.
Why? She got everything she wanted out of him already. She'll turn on him and hate him. He'll turn on her and hate her.
That's right.
That's mighty low.
That's something.
Listen.
So that the hatred wherewith he hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her.
That's exactly what happens. After one used the other, their hatred is greater than all the love they taught.
That's right.
My God, the level of disrespect is unmeasured.
That's right.
4. The aftermath, hatred and rejection, verses 15 to 19. After satisfying his lust, Amnon's feelings immediately change. He now hates Tamar more than he previously loved her. This reveals that his love was never genuine. It was purely lustful desire. He cruelly commands her to leave, but Tamar pleads with him, knowing that being cast out publicly would be even worse than the assault itself. In those times, a violated woman was seen as damaged and would struggle to find a husband. Amnon forces her out, and Tamar tears her special robe, a symbol of her lost purity, and mourns in deep grief.
Listen.
And Amnon said unto her, Arise, be gone.
Get out.
That's right.
What else?
And she said unto him, There is no cause.
Ain't no cause for you to send me out publicly now.
This evil in sending me away is greater than the other that thou didst unto me.
Because now I'm going to be made a public example out here now.
That's right.
Are you listening?
Amen.
And it's happening right today.
Right today.
Key lessons and analysis. 1. Lust vs. love. Amnon confused lust with love. True love honors, protects, and respects. Lust only seeks selfish gratification. After getting what he wanted, he despised Tamar, showing that he never truly valued her. Lesson: beware of desires that are purely flesh-driven. They lead to regret, destruction, and broken relationships. 2. The dangers of bad counsel. Jonadab, Amnon's cousin, encouraged and helped plan this wickedness. He was crafty and deceptive, not a true friend. Lesson: be careful who you take advice from. Some people will push you towards sin, deception, and ruin. 3. The consequences of sin. This act had devastating consequences. Tamar was left ruined and disgraced. Amnon was later killed by Tamar's brother, Absalom, as revenge. 2 Samuel 13 verses 28 to 29. King David suffered family turmoil because of this sin. Lesson: sin always brings consequences, even if they are delayed. 4. How women were treated in biblical times. Tamar had no power in this situation. She was an innocent victim. Women in that time relied on their purity for social standing. After being raped and cast out, Tamar lived in isolation and despair. Lesson: this story highlights the deep injustices done to women and the need for righteous justice. This story is still relevant today, as issues like sexual violence, manipulation, deception, and false love still happen. Here are some key takeaways. Lust disguised as love. Many people mistake strong physical attraction for love. True love involves respect, patience, and honor. Beware of manipulators. Just like Jonadab, some people in your life will give you bad advice or push you into sin. Choose your friends wisely. The consequences of sin are real. What feels good at the moment can destroy lives. Amnon's sin led to his death, family division, and Tamar's suffering. Justice for the innocent. Tamar was powerless and suffered unjustly. Today, many victims of assault and abuse face shame and blame instead of justice. This is a call for society to protect the innocent and punish the wicked. Final thought. This story is one of the most tragic accounts in the Bible, but it teaches us deep truths about human nature, sin, consequences, and justice. It also shows the importance of valuing and respecting others, especially women, rather than using them for selfish desires.